Our number 16, favorite Zelda song of all time. We've had some heavy hitters recently, at least in terms of individual lists. You know, somebody who had it second or third, and it's ended up here. And this song is no different. It's someone's number 2. It also had 3 votes, but the other votes weren't super high. This and the last song represent this jump into a new tier where, like, it's the separation from Ocean into what has come after it. You can kind of see the last few. After Great Sea, it jumps up to this next level. And it seems fitting then that we should go to something that, while we've had other versions of this that didn't quite make the cut, why not throw another Skyward Sword song into the mix and put Shaun's number 2, Ballad of the Goddess?
This was notable because this is the first Zelda song that I ever put on like a car playlist or like on my phone so I could listen to it like while driving because it was that good enough on its own to where I would want to do that. Mm-hmm. It's so epic. Kind of like hopeful, and especially when I heard the song before I played the game, and I thought it was great. But then it really matches the game like really well because this game is actually really depressing. Majora's Mask obviously is like very somber and serious. This game's pretty down the whole time too. For a few different reasons. And I thought the song just really captures all of that hopefulness. A little bit of like sadness, even though it's very epic. Man, I love it. I'm surprised it's this low. I'm surprised it's 16. You all fucked up, is what this tells me. But that's okay.
Chris, I have to ask: did my number 6 vote for "Message from the Goddess" count towards this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I feel like I would have lumped it in there, but maybe they're sufficiently different.
Well, there you go. Your controversy would have moved it up 4 spots.
Oh,
that's
almost top 10.
Big.
Almost.
Oh, put an asterisk by it.
Sure. Put an asterisk on it.
I guess Shaun and I have to disagree always on things. I don't feel the same level of epicness from this song that you're feeling. Like it's there. I don't know. I liked the game. I thought it was a wonderful tale of going back and forth between the Skyloft and down on Earth, essentially. I just, for some reason, this isn't there for me.
I don't know all the musical terms to tell you why you're wrong here, but I think the way that it builds and continues to then build, you're like, oh wow, it's building really nice, and then it just keeps going from there. It's just so good. But then it like comes back down, and it's a little bit like, and then it goes back up again.
Yeah, it swells beautifully.
I also think the fact that this game like takes advantage of like having a full orchestra, or at least it sounds like it does. Whereas like Twilight Princess was like a fake orchestra, like it was trying,
which hurt it at times for sure.
Right. Whereas this is like the full orchestra. You feel the power of everything, and this melody's beautiful.
Yeah, it goes back to what we talked about before, where it's like full orchestra, but still like that hook.
Yeah. It means something. It has moments that you remember instead of just being in the background the whole time. So who knows the trick of this song? It's been pretty well publicized by this point, but anybody remember?
Yeah, it's the whole reason, the whole thing that I started to really listen to like the music theory and the story behind the music. It is Zelda's Lullaby played backwards.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I did know that. Yep. I know now that you say it. I remember hearing that.
Yes, I remember that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it just doesn't do it for Dave. It's just all this cool stuff, but you know, it's just like not that good. That's fine.
I didn't say it was something that good. I said it just didn't hit me. Is there a way on YouTube to play stuff backwards? So you can go
find it. Someone's flipped it around. You can hear it. It's also not the only song in our top 25 that's a different Zelda song played backwards.
Also playing Zelda's Lullaby backwards for the main theme of the song of this game with time travel is just like genius again. It's like amazing.
It's such a good decision, and it also fucked them because they couldn't then do that for the low rule version of Zelda, Hilda, in Link Between Worlds, because they'd already done it for this.
Yeah.
So it's a super clever nod because of everything you said, the beginning and the whole journey of Zelda and the whole setup, right? And they also kind of inadvertently screwed it up because they had a tailor-made use for this, and they burned their candle too early.
It's also the reason Skyward Sword is like borderline the best story in all of Zelda. It's up there. I'm not saying it's the best, but like it's one of the top because it does so many things well, and it makes you care about all the characters.
Yeah, and I think top to bottom, it's also one of the better soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a ton of like B to B plus stuff on this soundtrack. It was never going to make my list, but stuff I look back on, I'm like, that's great music. I just don't want to play this game again. So that's unfortunate.
Did we just blow your guys' mind, Dave and Nick?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna go scramble to check that out as soon as we're done.
Yeah, probably.
Perfect. Loop.
Actually,
Yes.
I
I'm
do
right there
remember
with
hearing
you.
that now that you mention it.
Yeah, I remember it. As soon as you brought it up, I
I've
was
never
like,
heard that.
yeah, that's a thing.
16.
Yeah, that
No,
was sad.
Shaun, I'm right with you on the like I would have described it as like a sort of fierce determination
Yeah.
quality.
Yes. Yep.
To it. So, yeah,
It's-
we moved on past that conversation before I got a chance to chime in. So
This one is on the Switch, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The remake, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
and I
That's.
would recommend doing it that way.
I know I need to because it's just been so long since I played it that there are things that I played this game more recently that I would have more memory of. It's just been so long since I played this and Twilight Princess.